Hi, everyone. All right. So thank you so much for joining Connecting with Your Landscape. A couple technical things. I have you all muted and your video off, and I do that for privacy issues. So if you have any questions, go ahead and just ask them on the chat, which is at the lower right end of your screen. Okay? So I'm going to just wait another minute or so, but while we're settling in to our process, just close your eyes, kind of land here, because I know it's a big deal for all of you to show up, to take some time for yourselves. So if you have a candle, light a candle, but just kind of land here. Beautiful. Beautiful. This time of year tends to be a little crazy. I don't know if you all noticed, but I had a bit of a time warp where I couldn't keep track of my days. And what I really love about that one is that, you know, the vulnerability of just being a mess out there on the web. And you know what? We all do that. And it's just, it's a gift, I guess. But it really reminds me of how important it is to come inside to our body, to our breath, to our feet. And the intuitive creative process does that. It allows you to come back inside yourself. And that's one of the gifts that I really had, that I really remembered this morning. So thank you all for coming here. Connecting to your soulscape is a process of coming back to yourself. It's actually a healing journey where the ultimate goal is not to be somebody different or something different. It's about being okay with who you are in your skin. And the whole process is about coming in and connecting with your inner power, your intuition, your body wisdom, and accessing this vitality that we call creativity. You know, we are all born with creativity, and we use it in every aspect of our day. How we dress, how we decorate our house, how we kind of go on and plan our days, how we cook. You know, these are all creative processes. It's not just for painting and drawing, although we use the painting and drawing here as a way into your soul. So take a moment and really acknowledge yourself for taking some time for you. Thank your higher self, your soul self, for gathering you up and allowing you to kind of find your way here. Because the truth is as you acknowledge your soul self, as you acknowledge this higher aspect of yourself, that you want to go deeper, to learn to love yourself more, to find joy in being you. Your soul is like, oh yeah, we can do that. So acknowledge your higher self, your soul self for that. Soulscape is a healing journey of coming home back to yourself by using the spiritual and creative tools that speak the language of your soul. So you can reawaken your intuition, your creative wisdom, and be comfortable in your skin. Soulscape is a powerful healing journey, and today what I'd like to do is give you a taste of the healing potential of this process. and a way for you to kind of connect with that beautiful, beautiful you that is just waiting to unfold, to blossom. And if you want to go deeper, I mean, obviously this is a 1-hour class, and if you want to go deeper, hold this into your heart, that I'll be doing a 5-day retreat at Kripalu, which is in Massachusetts, on January 12th and 17th. But I'll tell you more about that later. The tools that we use to connect to your soulscape is moving, writing, drawing. So before we get any further, go ahead and make sure that you have a couple pens, maybe different thicknesses, or pencils, or paint, or pastels, whatever you have floating around, but allow them to be different thicknesses. And have some paper, and just have those off to the side. And yeah, in the future, you can absolutely do this on a phone or an iPad or a tablet, and I use a program called Sketches. So if I'm somewhere and I need to process something that's going on and I don't have access to my paints or my pencils, I grab my phone. So go ahead and just go and make sure everything is right there, so you don't have to get up and go looking for it in a bit. Okay. The Soulscape process is a body-centered, embodied practice. So it's all about learning to trust what your body is telling you. And you know, the truth is, for most of us, we have not had that encouragement to really look to ourselves for our own personal truth, our own personal power, and we need it. We need to come back to our own personal power and stop looking outside ourselves for answers. You know, definitely in this culture, we are encouraged to look for teachers or gurus or masters to help us on our healing journey. But what we've forgotten in the process is that we come back to ourselves. So part of the Soulscape process is about learning to trust you, to trust what your body is telling you, to trust your intuition and insights. And that is what I consider speaking to your soul, allowing your soul to guide you. And your soul, you know, I've been doing a lot of research on what soul is. I know it's funny to say research and soul, but what I've been thinking a lot about is there's different layers of how people talk about soul. You know, it's the essence of who we are, it's that inner wisdom, it's that inner guidance. And I was reading something yesterday that said, soul is your higher self. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. The part of us that is holding the essence of our divinity, if I dare say, or holding the essence of our individuality, our unique, beautiful selves. And that's the part that we connect with in the Soulscape process. So, I know this sounds like a whole bunch of things to accomplish in this hour, but it's a process, and we're going to start somewhere. Yeah. So part of what we're going to do today is give you access or reawaken some access to tools so that you can speak to your higher self. And you can take all of this and run with it, you know, for your own deep personal healing journey. You can also then go forward, and I offer online classes and in-person retreats. And what I love about the in-person retreats is that you have somebody holding the space for you, me in this case, where I'm really holding you to the beauty of who you are and holding space so you can unfold. The other beauty of being in a community is that you ride the wave of the community. So thank you all for joining here, because we are in the community here. So before we go any further, why don't we just take a moment and close your eyes and feel your feet on the ground. Let's come back into our body. If we're saying this is a body-centered practice, then let's get out of the head and into our body. So allow your breath to come into your body. Let it come in wherever it wants to land. Just acknowledge the breath coming in through your nose and into your body. And as you're bringing your awareness to your breath, also bring your awareness to where your body is touching the earth. So that could be where you're sitting, and it can be also where your feet are touching the ground. And if possible, allow your feet to touch the ground. And allow your breath to come all the way down from your nose, all the way down to your feet. And that may happen in 1 or 2 breaths, or it may just take a little bit of time. And what's super important is that you honor where you are in the moment. Honor where you are in the process of breathing. The beauty of this work is you get to stay in the present moment, either by drawing or by breathing. So allow your breath to come all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And now imagine, if you will, that you almost have flowers at the bottom of your feet. Those of you who know about chakras, energy centers in the body, know that there are chakras at the bottom of your feet, and they're like flowers. So imagine those flowers opening up, and as they open up, you actually come deeper into the earth, you ground deeper into the earth, and your breath comes all the way down through the petals and into the earth. And feel the earth yielding to you as you yield to the earth. And the beauty of being grounded is that all the chatter that's in your head or in your field starts to drop away. Anything you don't need to in this moment starts dropping away and drops out of your energy fields and into the earth. And the earth neutralizes it. So it's almost like a grounding rod, if you will. So take another 3-4 breaths through your nose, through your body, down your legs and out your feet. And then just notice how you feel. The Soulscape process is an embodied practice, which means we really refer to our body all the time. So notice how you feel. Are you more agitated or are you more grounded? Are you more centered? We use words a lot to talk about us being off. Well, one of them is I'm off, right? Another one is I'm beside myself, or I feel like I'm spinning. These are all expressions of us being outside our body, kind of living over here more than in here. in this really simple practice of bringing your breath down to your feet helps you ground. And because we're looking to our body wisdom, to guide the creative process, to guide our creative healing process, I'd like to do a little exercise with you to understand what is right or true for you and what's not right and not true for you. And we do this by, I call it the yes-no intuition exercise. So again, close your eyes, because once our eyes are open, our mind is going, wee! So close your eyes. And just kind of do a little body scan. Again, notice how you feel. And say to yourself, my name is, and say your name. And notice how your body feels when you say that. My name is. And notice how you feel. Now go ahead and notice how your body feels when you say, let's see, my name is Harry, or another name of another gender that you are. So just notice how it feels when you say, my name is Harry. And so for some of you, this may be the first time of really asking your body to communicate with you in this way. And so this very subtle or not so subtle reaction to your body may take a little while to get used to. For some of you, this may be something that you do often, and that's great. The more you do any practice, the easier it is to understand. So chances are, when you said my name is, and you stated your real name, your body kind of expanded a little. You felt a little bit lighter. Maybe there was a tingling, right? And when you say my body is Harry in this case, chances are there's a little bit of contraction. Maybe your breath doesn't go down so deep. There's some sort of So in theory, and this, again, be gentle wherever you are in this process. But when you have truth, when you speak truth from your intuitive place, from your body wisdom, there is an expansion. And when you speak truth or false, and you ask your body wisdom for the answer, there's going to be a contraction. So truth is expansion, and false is a contraction. Pretty simple, right? And believe it or not, that is one of the major tenets, if you will, of the Soulscape process. It's like, what does my body want to tell me right now? And you're looking for the flow of energy. Sometimes you're looking for the contraction of energy, but that's a bigger and deeper process. But for now, we're looking for what is true and what is not true for you right now. Okay? So now that we have the yes-no language of your body wisdom, let's go a little bit deeper. So before we go any further, go ahead and make sure that you are somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed. So if you have a door open and there's other people in your house, this will be a good time to shut the door and let everybody know that you're just going to take a couple minutes for yourself. And then go ahead again and make sure that your supplies are off to the side so you know where they are. Great. So just a few more guidelines I like to invite you to hold as we go further. When your eyes are soft, and I mean the difference between soft eyes and hard eyes is hard eyes are when you're looking, when you're trying to understand, when you kind of squint and look and read. You're going to your mind for understanding. When you have soft eyes, which means literally that your eyes are kind of slightly out of focus. And so you can think about this when you're looking at something you really love. Your heart opens and your eyes become soft. So when your eyes are soft, you're in your heart space. So try to keep your eyes soft through this process. As soon as you start thinking and judging, your eyes get hard and you come back up to your mind. So soft eyes. Another one is if judgment shows up, acknowledge it. Say, oh yeah, I know this. And judgment's going to show up in a whole bunch of different ways. Oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I here? What am I drawing? Oh, that line is awful. Oh, what, blah, blah, blah. You know, we could just go down the garden path with that. Judgment shows up. Judgment is a place coming from your mind, right? So when you are coming from your mind, you are going to constantly compare yourself to everything else, whether yourself or to society out there. So when judgment comes, you can't push it away, because the truth is judgment is showing you something that you need to look at, that you need to acknowledge, right? So when judgment shows up, say, aha, yep, I hear you. And we're just going to go forward now. So you're taking all of you with you in the process. You're not you're not working with only the parts you like. Part of this process of unfolding, part of this process of healing is to acknowledge the shadow side, the parts of you that you have tucked away, and to bring them back into the fold. That's how you are a full, whole person, when you take all yourself with you, all your energy with you. So when judgment shows up, say, yep, I hear you. Let whatever shows up, show up in the movements, in the writing, in the drawing, right? It's the way that your unconscious, it's the way that your soulscape and your soul speak to you. So just allow whatever shows up, shows up. This is a process-oriented experience. This is not about putting it on your refrigerator and saying, I need a gold star, right? It's about really what you learn about yourself in the process. Let flow lead the way, just like what is true for you. Allow that flow, that resonance, that tingling to move. And whenever you hit resistance, acknowledge it, because that's the judgment. That's the stopping of the mind for right now. Trust what you feel, not what you think. Know that your soul is speaking to you from your unconsciousness. And once your mind is out of the way, you can access your internal guides, right? Your higher self, your spirit guides, whatever they are. But these guides that are here, holding space for you to become, for you to like unfold into your best, beautiful self. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is bring your awareness back to your body. And stand up if you can. And if you can't, then you can do this obviously sitting down. But bring your awareness back to your body and back to your breath. Keep your eyes soft and your feet on the ground. And notice what's around you. Hear the sounds that are around you, feel the air moving across your body. Just notice your relationship with the environment around you. And now shift your awareness to your inside again. Where in your body are you feeling expansion? Where are you feeling contraction? Where are you feeling jitteriness, confusion, whatever those words are? Just notice where your attention is going. And then ask your soul, what is it that I need to connect with right now? And start moving with that. So perhaps your soul brings you to somewhere in your chest. Start expressing whatever it feels in your body. So you're actually starting to invite your body to move where your awareness is. Let that part of your body begin to have expression. Stay with the feelings. Allow the body to move the feelings. So you could be jumping up and down, you can be running through the room, you can be incredibly inward. Doesn't matter. Stay with your feeling and let it be expressed first by your body. What is it that your soul wants you to connect with right now? Your soul is speaking to you via your body wisdom, your feelings, your intuition, and your unconsciousness. So continue to let the unfolding of you happen with movement first. Stay with the contraction, the expansion, the shifting, and follow your feelings and follow your energy. And if you start thinking about what you're doing, come back to your body, come back to your soft eyes, come back to your feet. And we're going to do this for about 5 minutes, so just be in your process. The biggest gift that you can give yourself is to be with yourself. Keep breathing, keep your eyes soft, keep following the movement of this expression as it shifts, as you shift. And I'll bring you back to the next transition of this process in about 5 minutes. So just be with yourself. What is it that you need to connect with right now? Stay in the process. Stay with your soft eyes. Move your body. When you move your body, you're moving your subtle energy fields, your auric fields, your chakras, your meridians. You're moving the prana, the life force of your being. When you move, you kind of unstick things. You allow more flow and more expression to come into every aspect of your life. And if you're bumping into something that is contracting, maybe you need to contract a little bit more. Follow where the energy is taking you, where your body is leading you. Now begin to take this expression and move over to where your pencils are, your pens are, your paper is. And let your body and soul and creative muse to lead the process. So you're taking all that expression of wherever you are right now and moving it onto paper, right? We're taking what's inside, we're beginning to have movement, we're now putting it onto paper. And allow whatever, again, whatever wants to show up, allow it to show up. Know that your drawing is also informing what you're feeling. And so you're in a relationship now with your drawing, with your body, with the colors, with your body, with the lines, how thick or thin or how smooth or jagged they are. Allow the expression just to keep flowing onto paper now. What you're drawing is also being reflected. What you're feeling inside is also being reflected on the drawing. So this relationship. And always soft eyes. If you can draw with your eyes closed, do it. Keep moving, keep drawing, keep expressing. And keep breathing. If you find that your breath is getting contracted, just take a nice deep breath in. The easiest way to move your energy is by breathing. Draw what you're feeling. Let your body wisdom and intuition and truth lead the way. It's all about what you're learning about yourself, not what it looks like. Take that expression into each pencil mark or each pen mark or paint. Know that what you're drawing is also informing what's going on inside you. And what is inside you is also being reflected in the drawing. Come back to your body. What else wants to be expressed onto paper? What is it that your body is informing you? What is it that your soul wants to move, awaken, uncover for you? And so now take this expression that started in your body, moved on to paper with color and shape and forms, and begin to write, free form write. Don't judge what's coming up. So do some automatic writing. It's like, and start with, I feel, and just allow your body, your being, to express what it needs to express in words. They don't have to be full sentences. There doesn't have to be punctuation. Just allow the words to flow. This is another way that your soul speaks to you. So keep writing. Keep your eyes soft and allow your body, heart, and soul to express yourself in writing. You could write on the drawing or on another piece of paper. And if the words slow down, move your body. If the words slow down, make an expression. Just trying to shake up what's in there, in your being that wants to come out, that wants to share with you the gift of you. Now, while you are still in this soul-aware space, gaze at what you wrote. Don't look. Soft eyes, right? Gaze at what you wrote, at what words flowed across across the paper, and circle the ones that stand out. It's almost like they're going to go here, here, pick me, and just circle any of the ones that that are popping out for you. This is another way your intuition speaks to you. So circle those words. And then gaze at those words. So keep your eyes soft as you go over and look over your drawing, as you look over the words that are circled. Don't kind of interpret them, just let them kind of filter into your being. Now close your eyes once more. And kind of reflect on how your body's feeling right now, how your heart's feeling, how your being is feeling. And kind of take in the experience that you had as when you were moving, and when you were writing, and when you were drawing. And come back into your ever-wise being, your body. And ask your soul, and you're looking for that truth, that yes, right? Ask your soul, what is one phrase or one word or one image that encapsulates the gift that you received? And it may be something completely different than what you experienced. But what is the gift that you received? Take the very first thing that comes. Don't interpret it. You may not understand it. It may be something that you'll expand into. Take the very first thing that comes and write that down. It doesn't matter whether you understand what it is. What's most important is that the seed has been planted. And when you have that written down, you can go ahead and just survey your body again. How do you feel? What do you notice? No judgment. Just gathering information. Beautiful. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about self-care. So you've done some very deep work. And the beauty of this work is that it's sometimes it's very powerful and sometimes it's very subtle. But what's true is you have really opened up another level of relationship with your soul self, with your higher self. And I know, and you probably know this all as well because you're here, that we are all on a spiritual journey. Sometimes it's very, very present in our day-to-day, and sometimes it's not. And what we know right now is that somehow your soul called you to be here, to begin this healing journey or to enhance this healing journey that you're on. And you've had the opportunity to really connect to your beautiful self. And joy happens when you are okay with you, when you begin to accept all of who you are, not just the bright shiny parts, but the beauty of all the aspects of yourself. And that is healing, and that is what your soul ultimately is calling you to do. So this gift that you received today may be really just for you. Same with the drawings, same with the writing, same with the words. It's totally up to you whether you share them or not. But I kind of think of these as really precious gifts for you and you only. So you may want to just not share these with others. Hold this gift, this energy, this essence of you in your heart, and let it kind of unfold with you. Hold it in your consciousness and not kind of give it away by talking about it. You can make this drawing that you've created, you can make it a screensaver on your phone, or maybe that one word or that one phrase or that image, you can put that on your phone. So every time your phone turns on, you get reminded of the gift that you received today. But most important is that you take super loving care to yourself as you go through the unfolding of this. So this is 1 hour of an experience of how to connect with yourself. And as I said before, use this. If this really resonates with you, use it. On my website, I have different ways. There's meditations, there's guided visualizations, and there are Soulscape journaling videos, so you can see the different ways that I go through the process, but it's going to be unique for you. And it's important, again, to honor your own self-authority. Like, how does your being want this work to go forward? As I mentioned earlier, in January 12th to 17th, I'll be at Kripalu Yoga and Health Center in, I think it's Stockbridge, Massachusetts. But there we're going to do a 5-day Soulscape process. It's called Explore Your Soulscape, Embody Creativity to Deepen Your Relationship with Soul, with you, with your higher self. And this week is a week-long, carefully crafted journey, healing journey back to yourself, to kind of call back the essence, call back your power, so you can have a joy-filled and soul-filled life. So whether you want to discover your life's purpose, or you want to find ways to go through life with more ease and joy, this retreat is can hold some beautiful space for you. And like I said earlier, you have the energy of a community, and you have the energy of myself as a facilitator to hold you on your creative healing journey. So I'd like to offer you this to kind of sweeten the deal if you're interested in coming up to Kripalu. If you sign up by next Wednesday, which is December 18th, I will offer you a bundle of my online classes called Finding Joy. So in Finding Joy, you get Looking Within, which is a 7-day creative healing retreat, Heart to Heart, which is a online workshop to heal some of the wounds in your heart, and Energy First Aid, which is 3 energy exercises so you can be your own sovereign self. And so if you go ahead and sign up for Kripalu by December 18th, which is Wednesday, and then send me the receipt, I will send you the Finding Joy workshop as a gift. So I mean, that workshop is like over $200 worth of creative goodness, but as a thank you for joining me and trusting me, I'll send that workshop bundle over to you. So you know what? I know that you're in this beautiful, sweet heart space, and I'm talking mind stuff. So don't worry about it too much. I'll send you that information in an email in a couple hours, and I'll also send you a recording of this class, so you can kind of work with it at your pleasure. But for now, go ahead and close your eyes one more time. Notice how you feel. How does it feel? How do you feel now that you had the opportunity to connect with your soul, to move your energy, to touch on that beautiful wisdom and power and beauty that is you? And what is that gift that your soul offered for you today? Take that all in and let it filter into your being. And be loving and be loving and oh so gentle to yourself as you go through the day. Because we're working deeply with your unconsciousness, and we know that your soul speaks to you through the unconscious processes, be mindful of your daydreams, of your night dreams, of things that pop into your head, of songs that show up on the radio, because they are all different ways that your soul speaks to you. So I thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and email me